it's not the good witch in Wizard of Oz they're referring to. It's the green witch, the one that hurts people, the one that can do horrible things. Hello, you guys. Welcome to Laradiji's LinP, where we talk about all things related to living in peace, to resting in peace. Thank you for clicking a show. I'm a Nigerian American lifestyle vlogger who loves living a peaceful life, and I love talking about situations we might find ourselves in that need peaceful endings. It's 2020's January's first makeup episode, or the must keep up peace section of my channel, where I talk about little stories that can inspire you to live a peaceful life in this chaotic world. Episodes from this section will also drop monthly, so watch out for February's episode. Who knows what story of mine will inspire you to change yours for the better? This one is about the time I was called a witch. If you're already subscribed to this channel, then you are a very proud LinP and you are humbly welcome back to this channel. And if you're new here and would love to join the family, do so by hovering over the heart in the right lower corner, by clicking the subscribe button, and leave us a comment so that we can welcome you properly. Do check out the other sections of Laraddiji as you are inspired to do so after watching this video. The videos in this section are 20% makeup and 80% little stories of mine. All right, so today's story will start with a dream I dreamt when I was back home in my country, and this happened at the age between I think between 9 and 14 years old. I can't remember exactly when or pinpoint a date when this dream happened, but I remember that I dreamt that I was flying in front of my house, arms wide, looking down on the house I grew up in, flying above a tree that stood in front of my house. And I remember being so excited when I woke up because I remembered the dream. I'm sure you can relate how frustrating it can be if you've had that really nice dream and when you wake up you try so hard just to remember a little part of it, but you've forgotten it. So you can understand how I felt when I remembered my flying experience when I woke up from my dream. The fact that I could be as high up in the sky was fascinating to me, and I thought it would be to my guardians as well. My parents had traveled out of the country then, so I couldn't tell my parents of this dream I had just dreamt. Well, I wish this could have been one of the dreams you have and forget as soon as you wake up, because what happened after this dream became drama of the highest order for a budding teenager. I was so excited, like I said, and told my guardians immediately of my innocent dream as I had thought of it back then. And unfortunately, this dream was taken as a threat by the adults. I guess they couldn't understand why I had had that dream and had to blame something. Well, the next thing close to people flying with religion as motive was that I could be a witch. I had to be a witch. In fact, Lara, you are a witch. Meanwhile, being called a witch in Nigeria is really, really bad, because it's not the good witch in Wizard of Oz they're referring to. It's the green witch, the one that hurts people, the one that's the bad one, the one that can do horrible things. That's who I was compared to or labeled as. I honestly don't remember a lot of the details. They're stored way, way deep in my unconscious, and I really don't think about it. But I decided someone who's listening to this right now might learn a little something. A lot of things happened afterwards. After the dream, like an elder from my church came to speak with me to check maybe I was really a witch. Lara, have you been going to witch meetings? In my mind, I was most likely singing or not really paying attention. That's why I don't remember much. And then the elder prayed for me. And honestly, I can't remember if this got to school, but I remember the proprietress of my school then made a comment one day that kind of confused me. That would be another story for another day. Stay tuned. The third thing was that I wrote a crazy letter afterwards to kind of cope with what I was going through. And I think I might have said I wanted to run away, or maybe I might have said some horrible things about my guardians at the time. Honestly, I don't remember, like I said. I don't remember the whole thing anymore. This was a long time ago, and my guardian found the letter. Oh my goodness. I wanted to die because that became drama number two. I was dealing with a lot of stress already, and the fact that my parents weren't there made matters worse. I wasn't sure if my parents would have thought I was a witch if I had told them about the dream. Lara's solution was keep your dreams to yourself. You don't know who's going to misunderstand them. Don't talk too much about what you've dreamt. Look at the story of Joseph in the Bible. That's what I was telling myself, guys. So, anyway, that was I want to say late 1990s. And fast forward to today, I still haven't gone to any witches' meetings in my dreams. Have I dreamt of flying again? Many, many times. But the lesson of this story is that people will call you names that are not yours because they don't know you. People will try to bring you down intentionally and unintentionally. Be mentally strong and always remind yourself of who you are. I tell my kids today, if you do stupid things and someone calls you stupid, who's to blame? I tell them to make good and wise choices, and I praise them when they do. Mommy, JJ called me foolish, and then I ask him, are you foolish? He'll say no. So tell JJ you're not foolish either. And remember to not make foolish choices. Under the umbrella of living a peaceful life, the first lesson was to forgive. I forgave my guardians and realized that this was a situation they didn't understand, and they felt they were doing the best for me at the time. Even though the dream about flying could have had so many different meanings, it could have been my way of understanding how I would fly to America to meet my parents. It could have meant my subconscious acting out Superman, even though I don't remember ever watching the movie back then. I think I did, with Christopher Reeves. Maybe I felt like flying out of my situations there, literally. The second lesson was to be careful about what we say to little children. They can internalize those pronouncements and try to understand life on their own with their tiny, inexperienced brains. Like I always say, just because I'm making a video about this doesn't mean I'm not learning. I am so learning from this myself. Lastly, you could do 100 positive things for others, and when you do one thing negative, which one do you think they'll remember the most? Exactly. Look at King Na on Instagram. His dad bombarded his head with positive thinking, and look at him today. So guess what I'll be doing too with my kids? It's hard and then simple at the same time. Thank you guys for watching this episode. God willing, we are on this earth for an average of 75 to 80 years. Let's not waste any of that precious time on matters that don't help us positively in some way. You have a decision to make. If not now, maybe later. The ball of encouraging others is in your court today. Ask questions if you have any. Don't hesitate to leave a comment as well. You can like this video by giving it a thumbs up so that I can make more of them. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Laraddiji. You can subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the many more season topics to come by hovering over the red hearts in the right lower corner and click the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bell is activated to be automatically notified of new uploads from me. Please, let's love our neighbors as ourselves, and remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. You see me in my next one. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one.